Aquarius, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to do my version of a Celtic cross. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 11th house, this could be for you. Also check out your vertex. I've said that to all the zodiacs this week. Pivotal point in the chart. It's been a standout this year. So thank you however you spot the channel. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. All information's in the description box. Aquarius. Sorry. It's kind of a weird pre-shuffle energy for you guys. It was I didn't know which direction to take it. The song coming through was Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Everything Has Changed. But it was more based on how do I want to put it? It's like some stains can't be removed, or some things can't be unseen, or some things can't be unheard. So I don't know how that's going to play about, but that was the energy. One more. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on? We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the messenger. Okay. So there could be some sort of message that's coming in, or you could be sending. Either way, it's potentially got something to put a skip in your step. I'm almost saying like the Knight of Cups, who's got little wings on his trainers. Crossing you. Could be some issues with confidence. Root to the matter. There's his little wings on his shoes. Yeah, there's something that's potentially. There could be something that comes in that, and then there's a noticeable change. It can't be unseen. Can't be. Something has shifted. Everything has changed. Recent past. What you want. What's coming in. Ooh, nice. How you see yourself. How others see you. Okay, this could be you that sent a message, or that's kind of. It's like you're learning to not. And it sounds horrible to say, not care so much. People can take you. They can like you. They can not like you. It doesn't really matter. Advice. There's still elements that you're holding on to, possibly a little bit of perfectionism and potential outcome. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords, Sun in Gemini, with the Two of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Four of Wands. Okay, so yeah, that explains why the Page of Wands is here with the Emperor. What's coming in is the Emperor. I'm jumping ahead. Right, there's something that might take you a little bit of time to get your head around in some aspect, but it's necessary. I'm going to be giving you obviously there's no names attached, so it doesn't really matter, but I had a client the other day and there was a strong energy of judgment within the reading that she wasn't aware of, that was, you know, that playing out in her life, and it was being brought to her attention. It doesn't have to be about the same subject, but there's some hidden judgment that's attached, possibly to the past, and I'll explain in a second with her. So, Page of Wands. Crossing you is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius. There's, you know, the Magician meets Temperance. It's about alchemy. It's about how we recognize these things. We have gentleness within ourselves, and we don't judge. We don't judge ourselves for having these barriers or whatever you want to call them, nor do we do for others. It's also a little bit of a nod to Angel 27, Gareth, because in the Angel Tarot, Page of Wands is Gareth. The demon opposite is Renove, represented by the Eight of Wands. So 27, Angel Gareth. Find the right confidence. It's the Gareth is the angel of trust, represents an inexhaustible source of energy, and is a creator of positive moods. It helps us to integrate optimism and transcend low self-esteem, ego problems, or overconfidence. Qualities: confidence, inexhaustible source of energy, propagates the light, creator of a positive atmosphere and optimism, teaching through the spoken and written word, social broadcasting, civilized sociability, liberates from slanderers, from evil intentions, liberates in the case of possession, likes justice, science, literature, and the arts in general, liberates from those who are opposed to our development, dissipates confusion, leads to success. Distortions: lack of self-confidence and or self-esteem, which is obviously the distortions are in the crossing position with the shadow aspect. Superficial activities: hyperactivity, lack of concentration, focus and wisdom, wants to please everybody, prepared to do anything to succeed, to be acknowledged and appreciated. Dispersion, overexcitability, possession, slavery, squandering, waste, addictions, dependencies, perverted habits, fanaticism, compulsive desire to please, provocation, compulsive gambler, egoism, flattery, emphasis on appearances, law of the jungle, meanness, ignorance, intolerance, slander, destructive sciences and arts. Situations: confidence, lack of confidence, exorcism, legs, freedom, light, feet. So all those things could be at play here. I'm mainly taking the lack of confidence, which shifts in the outcome when you recognize maybe we're holding on to a judgment. The judgment is going to be individual. Root of the matter is something gives you the opportunity to put, it's like I say, there's something that puts a skip in your step. It allows you to, your feet have wings. Something is allowing you to, I don't know, be a little bit carefree, a little bit liberated. Recent past is the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus. If I'm honest, I'm mainly getting here not only Taurus energy. Taurus rules your fourth house of home, the mother. Taurus is represented by the Hierophant, which is tends to be structure and conformity and tradition. You guys, Aquarius, you're literally the antithesis of that. You're the energy of non-conformity, the ones that breaks through what society says. It's also a nod here to the final minutes of Uranus in Taurus. You guys ruled by Uranus. It's in Taurus, it's in your fourth house. There's going to be a lot of memories of the past coming up. So this could be something where you look back to the past and see, when I get to the representation in a second. What you want is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the all-dancing in the sense. She's the keeper of secrets. She is, this is kind of like trying to maintain some sort of perfectionism here, keeping our stains to ourselves, and some stains are what liberate you. But the High Priestess is here she's giving a little nod into the future, which I'll get to in a second. What's coming in? The Emperor. The Emperor is structure, the Emperor is power, the Emperor is the leader. Aries, first house, god of war, lead the way. There's a representation of the Ankh on his tattoo. Now the Ankh is the perfect blend of masculine and feminine. When we look at the cross of Jesus, it's masculine and masculine. Whereas here we have that the blend. We've got the circular energy of the feminine with the cross of the masculine. Balance matriarchy and patriarchy. We're finding duality and balance within it. How you see yourself is the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands could represent that inexhaustible source of energy that we spoke about in the first spread. But it's about how you might be full of ideas. Your third eye might be burning like crazy with the High Priestess here, and these ideas need action. It might be not keeping and containing something to yourself for fear of being judged, possibly. How others see you is the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords, there's a little bit of a mystery to it. The Two of Swords is the High Priestess meets Justice. It is the moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins, a win-win outcome is forecast. It's also this little nod to say that how others see you, you don't really care. You've got blindfold on. It's like, it doesn't matter. Their opinion of you is exactly that, an opinion. As my mother says, opinions are like arseholes, everyone's got one. So it's recognising now that it could have been an issue in the past, not so much anymore. Your advice is the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. So Virgo energy in its shadow, it does carry the energy of perfectionism. So when the Empress goes within and we recognise these things, the perfectionism could be just preconditioned judgments in a sense. Your outcome, judgment. Five of Swords, which is Venus in Aquarius, so it's one of your cards, and we'll get to the reason in a second. And we have strength. Strength is courage, it's confidence, which we get to win that lack of confidence, but it's also the ruler of, it's Leo, the ruler of your 7th house of relationships. Now, to the reading that I did the other day, as soon as I looked at a spread, I was like, there's a massive emphasis here on, it was as clear as day, I was getting, the message, age gaps. Now, when I mentioned age gaps, no, you're very, very defensive about it. She hold a lot of judgment, which is fine. Everybody's got views, but because it's a judgment that she's carrying, and she had reasons. Her past linked her mother with her stepfather. There was an age gap, not very pleasant energy between them. So that's what she brought up viewing, and then has continued that into her adult life. And I was saying, you will face this. She's like, I'm not interested in age gaps. I would never do. I said, you might not, but you will face it. Your children, your friend, whatever it is, you will face this judgment of some kind where you're gonna have to take a different perspective, because again, you guys are Aquarius, so you don't conform to society. Society might deem it a not good thing, and the age of Aquarius breaks that. So there's something here holding on to a judgment. The judgment is something from your past. What have we carried all of our lives? It doesn't have to be anything to do with age gaps. It doesn't have to be anything to do with relationships. But there's a judgment that's held you. If I give you another example, this came up in Sagittarius's extended reading. I was getting like the nod to go back to something like I used to do as a child. And I remember my mum telling me, as a very small child, being sat in the cart at the shopping, in Morrison's when I was a kid, and I would just have a cucumber and just be munching away on a cucumber as my mum's pushing me around. And there's something about connecting to that. So obviously that felt comfortable, green to the heart chakra. I was talking to a very, very good friend who asked me to look into the situation she's got at the moment, and I kept on hearing figs. And I said to her, so what's the deal with the figs? And she said, I hate figs. Again, back to the past, not a good relationship with her mother, was left to her own devices, and literally she had to eat figs to survive. So hates figs. Yet when you zoom out and look at it from a different perspective, figs is what nourished her. Figs is what sustained her. Figs isn't the enemy, but the memories attached to it puts it as the enemy. So there's something here where you're being asked to look at some sort of carried judgment throughout your life that is needing a different perspective, because you're going to be shown it in some format. Very interesting. What's happening in your world? Maybe you could be getting a lot of headaches with your downloads because the High Priestess with the Ace of Wands are this burning, and then this headache of the Venus in Aquarius energy here. There could be a lot going on here, and you need to ground your energy. Definitely with the Nine of Pentacles, this could be, she's usually surrounded by a vineyard. This could be connecting with grapes. Grapes is a powerful energy as well. But yeah, there's something here. The main focus though is foresight, because as I was looking at the Five of Swords, it was screaming coca. Now coca leaves are ruled by Venus and Uranus, which is obviously what the Five of Swords is. Uranus and Venus, coca, foresight. Upright, supernatural powers, ability to see universal truth, genius, spiritual guidance, brilliance, integrity, impeccability. Reversed, which is probably what's going off here a little bit, disbelief, disconnected from source, rejection of innate powers, egocentric, megalomania. It's more the disbelief. I think there's something that you can't unsee. It could be recognizing whatever this judgment is underlying. It could be, literally becoming the high priestess with the Ace of Wands and sincere clarity just coming. So many different ways. Coca is ruled by Uranus, as it's one of nature's greatest energizers and stimulants. It moves through the body like electricity, pulsating and nourishing the nervous system. Being a mental stimulant that activates extrasensory perception, great clarity and the genius within, it is also a trademark for Uranian plants. Uranian and Aquarian plants like Coca profoundly stimulate the imagination, which is the Page of Wands, attuning us to our ability to surrender to spontaneity and the insightfulness of the present moment. Guidance. The mighty jaguar is the spirit animal to many great medicine peoples in the rainforest. The jaguar has been regarded as one of the fierce protectors of the sacred and seen as a bridge to the upper worlds, or messenger from the spirit realms of spirit. Coca's lightning-like energy has appeared today, signaling the piercing clarity, foresight and power you have available to you right now. Jaguar's spirit rewards you as you stay true to your integrity in moments where you could easily give it away. Don't reject innate gifts you were born with, cultivate them, and don't shy away from their magnificent power. The power of Jaguar is that of the greatest shaman, able to assist in soul work and journeying to retrieve aspects of your power that have been forgotten or remained lament. Okay, so very interesting spread is this. You're facing some sort of energetic judgment. Whatever the revelation is, it's going to give you some sort of skip in your step, which is very evident here with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. And all you have to do is remain grounded and recognise that we all carry these little stains, whether that's the judgment, whatever it is. And you come out the other side. And strength, not only is it your 7th house, so all your relationships are affected by this, but strength is also, Leo rules the heart. So this just connects you even deeper to whatever it is that you're trying to connect to in life, whether that's vocation, people, situations. I like this as a very positive spread. Might not kind of feel it at the time when you recognise whatever it is that you're holding on to here, but the universe is going to show you. Have it with a sense of humour. It's the fastest way to bring awareness to something. Let's check out the Empress and you guys. Star card. Star is with the Moon and the 6 of Cups. Okay, so something from your past is connected to the Moon energy here. So there's definitely, again, this is Sun in Pluto, Sun in Scorpio. So the Sun meets Death, Sun and Pluto together. Again, Sun ruled by Leo. Pluto is in your sign, retrograde at the moment. We've got the energy of Uranus in your 4th house of the past, which is the nostalgic aspect of this as well, showing you the deep dive that you need to do. This is brilliant. Whatever this is a revelation for you, so pay attention. And the Empress is with the Hangman and Temperance. And that's the beautiful aspect of this. Strong energy of Angel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, because in some decks, Angel Gabriel's represented by Empress as well as the Hangman, especially with the Angel here. But this is you seeing things from a different perspective, and then really tapping into your feminine energy, because we all have to embody both, regardless of gender. Because the best way to break down the 12 is to turn it into a 3. So 12 goes to a 3. 5 of Wands is what's trying to break through here. This is that kind of diaphragm, so it could be breath work that really brings it to you, which is very interesting, because the deck that I'm using for the extended, the Hierophant, which is your 4th house, is showing you his breath work and his ribs expanding. So that could be doing shamanic breath work, maybe. Death is with the Magician, so Pluto is giving you the tools. Your final card is the 9 of Cups. How fantastic. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, what an interesting spread. In your extended, I want to see what this. I'm going to take the energy of this revelation. It's something to do with having the confidence to look at it, and then you pay dividends. So we'll take its energy, what we know, what we don't know, recent past advice, and potential outcome. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. We have Saturn, Mercury in Sagittarius. We have Saturn in Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Moon in Libra, Venus in Virgo, Scorpio and Libra, Venus in Aquarius, Leo, Sun in Gemini, Mars in Aries, Jupiter in Leo, Jupiter in Gemini, Moon in Taurus, Mercury in Cancer, Venus in Aries, Jupiter in Capricorn, Moon in Cancer, Cancer in Leo. Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Cups, everyone's here. Those are your standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.